Hey everyone, it's another episode of Hey Jay, an opportunity to catch up with INDYCAR President Jay Frye as the countdown towards really one of the most important weekends on the INDYCAR calendar is coming up, the 107th running of the Indianapolis 500 presented by Gamebridge. Got a lot of questions to get to, but you thought this would be kind of cool, right?
It is very
Behind
cool.
the scenes
It's
tour.
very cool. Yeah, so what you see here is our home away from home. This is a competition operation trailer for the NTT INDYCAR series. We take this to every event. This is basically the epicenter of everything we do. So the teams, drivers, owners, everyone knows this is where they come when they have questions that need to be answered or just to talk. So this is where we do it. So we love to show it to you, so come on in. So this begins the tour. We have Amanda Trotter, our senior manager for competition operations. We got Mark Sibla, our chief of staff. Joe Hodge does everything. Joe does everything. In the back, you see Kyle Novak, race director. That back there is usually where the engineers in the engine department sit. Now let's head up front into my office.
So Jay, 5 races into the season, what's impressed you so far about this year?
It's hard to describe when you think of the competition in the NTT INDYCAR series, right? We always think of what could happen, what's next, that type of thing. It's off the charts again this year. We've had, 5 different winners. Yep. Honda's got 3 wins, Chevy's got 2 wins. 3 different teams have won. So again, it's just picking up where it finished off last year. It's been very exciting. Looking forward to what's coming up in the next couple weeks. So it's really been an exciting start to the 2023 season.
And as you would expect, another tight championship. I think less than 50 points separate the top 7 or so. If you win a race, you're going to jump up in that category automatically. Single points for the 500. That was decided in the off season. Go through that a little bit.
Well, we thought there was a huge penalty for a full-time team if they had a bad race at the 500, right? With the double points. It was very hard to recover from. It wasn't really fair for the overall championship. We also didn't think that Indianapolis 500 needed double points necessarily. It stands on its own. Really, at the end of the day, with the teams of drivers, I don't even think it's about money. It's about getting their name on the trophy, their face on the trophy, getting the ring, that type of thing. So we just thought at the end of the day, we really didn't need the double points.
One of the things that's been a staple for many years over for the NTT INDYCAR series, the passing numbers are just crazy this year. Some aero changes, updates for this year's 500. It's going to be even better, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think hopefully the fans watch Texas. I mean, Texas is a good prelude to what the 500 is going to look like. So at Texas, we probably had 80% of what's going to happen here, right? So there's another 20% to go that's left in the car with the rear wing pillar, rear wing angle. And the reason that was really done was to give the teams another tool. So you could start off the race, with more downforce, and as you go further to the front, you could trim the car out. Where before you were kind of stuck with what you had. So just another tool to give the teams.
A lot of fans look forward to qualifying. It's live on NBC this year. And if you're going to be up front the first couple of rows for the 500, you're going to have to at least go through 3 attempts throughout the course of the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. You got the top 12, the Firestone and Fast 6. It's already the 4 toughest laps, even more tougher.
Right. Yeah, no, we've talked about the end of last season about duplicating it or starting this season off even more competitive.
Yeah.
Think about last year's 500 where we had the fastest pole, the fastest front row, the fastest field in the history. And I think 2 years in a row we've had the fastest field in the history of the 500.
Yep.
So, big shoes to fill, I guess you could say, from last year, but could these teams and drivers do it? Absolutely.
You got to really be good if you're going to win pole for NTT P1 award for the Indianapolis 500. This always comes up each and every year. Ovals, obviously Texas was tremendous. 500 is going to be great. Down the road, could there be some more ovals added to the schedule? Yeah,
absolutely. I think there's no intention to have one less oval than we've had historically than we do right now. So that's something we're definitely looking at for the future. So it's definitely, the mix is very important to us. The diversity of schedule is very important to us. Ovals are very important to us. I love ovals. We all love ovals, right? So, again, what we saw at Texas was quite spectacular. We think the 500 is going to be at least that and then some. So excited about the future and what next oval could come up.
When you think about the 500, we've all got our favorite moment, cherished memories maybe of this race. As you approach another one here as the president of INDYCAR, what's one of your favorite moments?
It's funny, I don't really have a favorite moment. I think being part of every moment has been really cool. So I think this is my, I guess, 8th season doing this. There's been a lot of things that have happened. If you look at, Elio winning his 4th, to last year having like I just mentioned, the fastest pole, fastest front row, and fastest field, right? So, every time you're part of something like all this type stuff, it's all very special.
Countdown is on. Hey Jay, another episode is in the books. Look forward to chatting with you again soon.
Thanks for having me.
Jay Frye, INDYCAR President.